Alamesia. And do you actually think that at this time, where the country has identified one of the biggest problems facing it as corruption, and of course the fight against corruption and all of that, do you think that the time was quite auspicious for the granting of pardon? If you think so, why should it be right now? If you think it was right, especially with the fallout of criticisms that followed that decision.
Your question includes whether it was right, whether it was timely,
yes,
and how. But it started with, I seem to be concerned with pardon.
Yes.
I'm a born-again Christian.
Okay.
And I believe in the redemption that was gained by Christians and even all humanity through the shedding of Christ's blood. It is redemption. It's called grace. That is favor unmerited. Now, the amnesty process itself is pardon. The Niger Delta youths who were agitating for justice were granted pardon, and all their past sins were supposedly wiped clean. I am in favor, for example, of granting favor to Boko Haram when Boko Haram becomes defined as to who they are, where they are, and they agree to subject themselves to the laws and constitution of this country. Having said that, I want to remind us that this pardon was not granted by President Jonathan in isolation.
But we had a governor that said he didn't discuss the issue and he read it from the newspaper.
And then we have had other governors that said he was lying.
Okay, so it's possible that...
So it was a decision that was taken, at least we had photographs of former President Shagari, Shoneko, and we know that that Council of State includes Obasanjo, Babangida, Abdul Salam, past Chief Justices.
And they were not present.
All governors
were they present?
They have a right
to attend or not to attend.
They have a right to disassociate themselves with the pardon. None of them has. Which implies that all of them are in consent.
Okay.
Now, but whether that be that as it may, remember that Salisu Ibrahim, Salisu Buhari, the first Speaker of this Fourth Republic, Speaker of the House of Representatives, was convicted of forgery, altering, deception, etc., and was granted pardon hours after the conviction, before he even served any part of the conviction, by one person, President Obasanjo, without his even consulting with the National Council of States. I didn't hear any of us raise an eyebrow. Why now? And anyway, Alamesia served his time. He was found guilty of corruption. He was convicted. He was sentenced. He served his time. And since he came out, he has been very actively involved in helping Nigeria stay the way it is.
When people say this, I'm like, does it mean that at the end of the day, does it totally blot out whatever thing that, directly or indirectly, what he did, the impression it would have given? Especially, remember I asked you about timing as well. Like, is the time right for this pardon that has been granted in?
First of all, let me finish my train of thoughts. Alamesia was granted pardon. Pardon means pardon. It wipes out everything in the past. That's the whole essence of pardon. But even more essentially, I have said, if Alamesia had not, since after being released, gotten himself involved vigorously in helping enshrine the whole institution of amnesty, pardon again, in the Niger Delta, which has helped keep the restive youth calm and increase our earnings from oil to the levels where we can talk about building roads in Abuja and improving agriculture, you and I wouldn't be here today. Because if this nation didn't have money and he helped to make it, I don't think we'd have a nation.
Let's take a short break. I still have in the studio with me the Executive Secretary of the National Summit Group, Mr. Tony Uranta, and we are taking a look at some of the issues that have dominated headlines in recent times. Head to head with the back.